Welcome back to Morning Line, folks. We kind of shifted gears just here near the end, and I apologize we didn't get to all your calls. Great calls, and I knew it was going to be busy. We'll continue more with this next week, but Tara Tenorio's with us here. Tara Tenorio. I love that name. She's here, and she's got her staff here taking pictures of us while we're on set, and that's cool. I don't mind him doing that because we're on camera. But you're with Hands On Nashville. I am. And I appreciate you coming on because this is the 25th Hands On Nashville this weekend.
Absolutely.
Correct?
Hands On Nashville Day. Saturday, September 24th.
Hands On Nashville. Talk about what is it? Let people know.
So Hands On Nashville is a volunteer resource agency.
Up there on the screen. Oh, go ahead.
Which means that we meet community needs through volunteerism. And specifically this weekend, we will be meeting needs in 25 Metro Nashville public schools with the support of about 1,500 volunteers.
Wow. All right. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be going out to one of the schools.
Warner Elementary?
Yeah. I mean, when I went out to one a few years ago, they had me painting, and I painted some shutters shut, and they weren't happy with me.
That's not nice.
I'm just kidding. You have to pick and choose. Well, I'm good at shoveling mulch. Wow. You know, it's great. So the whole idea is, how many people will participate in this? You said all.
So 1,500 volunteers. 1,500. It is 3.5-hour event, 8:30 to 12.
12, right?
And we actually, to all the lovely folks watching, we actually need about 120 more folks. We have 3 schools that are still in need of people.
Total of 25 schools, you said?
25 schools
just
total.
Throughout?
And yes, all over the district. So we work with MNPS to identify the schools with the highest needs, and then those principals are kind enough to send in an application and say, these are all the things that volunteers could help us get done, and then we go out and do them.
Okay, because when I know we've been out before, and it's great. It's really well organized. There's always snacks to get you running on, get started.
We have snacks.
You do. People donate wonderful stuff. So what I'm saying is, the folks who are going out this weekend are the labor, okay? But you've been working with Hands On Nashville to get the items donated, and we're talking about what plants and mulch and weather stripping and paint.
Lots of different pieces.
All this is waiting for us when we get there. It's already been donated.
So Metro Nashville Public Schools, again, a great partner for us. They help to provide all of the paint that we're using, and then a great partnership with the mayor's office this year. We'll have daffodils and trees. So beautification is going to donate those things for all of our schools as well. And
talk about just what it means to some of these schools. I know, what is the school I went to? It was a couple years ago, the one near the fairgrounds, just across the street from the fairgrounds.
Hamilton.
Okay, I guess. And it's a cute little school, but I mean, it was like before we got there, you could tell, all right, there's some things, mulch, and when it was done, it just looked great. What does it mean to the teachers and the kids when we come in and do this?
So I think what makes us so excited is that although we're not seeing those students walk in on Monday,
I bet.
The stories that we hear and the excitement, the pictures that we get back from the principal saying, people were just absolutely thrilled. There was a cute story yesterday. Metro was dropping off some mulch at one of the schools, and one of our staff was out, and she said the kids were literally out there cheering, so excited to have that playground mulch. So we know that they care, even if it's...
When you're there, you know, when we show up, there's the organizers, and Hands On Nashville does a great job of getting everyone where they need to go, but the staff at the school is there as well, and the principal's usually there.
Absolutely.
And you just could not wipe the smile off their face. Because... I mean, this is all, and when you have that many people at one school, you can get a lot done in just one day that ordinarily would have taken weeks over a period of time for just, 2 or 3 people that volunteer.
Absolutely. And I think, I've been listening to your show this morning, and we have lots of conversation going on about things that are so dividing us in the community. And the beautiful piece about Hands On Nashville is that this volunteer spirit that is just a place where we can all get around the table together to meet a common goal. So it's a really beautiful thing in some really difficult times. So.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it does. You meet new people when you go to these events. It's we'll show up from Channel 5,
sure,
of course, but there will be other people at that school that day. And again, it's and my son's going to come with me. I even bring my nephew who's going to be in town. He's a good worker. But 13 to 17-year-olds in general with an adult.
Yes.
I suppose if you have a child that's a little younger, as long as the adult watches, they can help. I don't know.
Really?
I've seen younger kids before out there.
But that doesn't mean they're supposed to be there.
I didn't know that. All right, well, good. Then we'll just say 13 to 17 with an adult. All other volunteers, if they just come on their own, must be 18 or older. And I understand why that's a good rule, because we're dealing sometimes with some heavy equipment.
Exactly.
Paint, liability issues that come into play there. But so 8:30 to 12, and then what does it say? Post-event celebration.
So you were talking about snacks earlier, which is always my favorite part of any event. We have cake this year because it is Hands on Nashville's 25th birthday.
What about those of us who are trying to watch our caloric intake? Will there be any sushi?
You can still make a birthday gift to Hands on Nashville even if you don't eat the cake. So
I love it. So there's
there's a good spin there.
Will there be cake at every school?
There will be cake at every school, thanks to Kroger.
Now, great. And I mentioned the sponsors. I mean, if there's some others off the top of their head you want to say, I don't mind. When these companies like Kroger step up and participate, they deserve to get a pat on the back.
Absolutely. Altria is our presenting sponsor this year.
Okay.
And the great thing about the sponsors is that they bring the people out. It's not just the financial resources, it's also that human resource that comes out. They have a team of 40 coming to Warner Elementary. So
class act.
It's
I mean,
exciting.
That's great. And again, now the volunteers still needed at Apollo Middle School,
yes,
Pennington Elementary, and Paragon Mills Elementary.
Yes, Pennington is our #1 school in need right now. So if you're in South
all
Nashville,
the schools?
Please come join us.
Why didn't you assign us to that? Or did we get to pick what school we go to?
Because then we would need help at Warner.
Yeah, but if that's the one that needs most of the work.
We've got to share the love. That's why our friends in South Nashville can go to our website at hon.org and sign up right this minute.
Okay, so where do they go to again, the website?
HON.org.
Oh, good. So put it on HON.org, Hyundai, and that's Hands on Nashville Day. Again, it's 8:30 to 12:30, and it's actually a good time. I think, regardless, a lot of it's inside, some of it's outside. I think the weather's going to be okay Saturday, isn't it?
It better be. I'm knocking on this table.
It's rained. And for those of you who are like, oh, I can't do this because UT's playing Florida, UT game doesn't start till the afternoon. You'll be home 2 hours before kickoff after you go out there and participate in this. And trust me, it is fun. And when you get done, you walk away enjoying the fact that you were able to help. Here at News Channel 5, we have Bree and I think Henry, our weather team, will be kind of our team leaders, right?
Absolutely.
And so you get there at 8:30, they set you up. What would you say as we wrap things up? Most of these schools need #1 priority. I mean, what is the biggest need? Is it usually some freshening up of the painting?
It is a lot of painting, but I think, like I said, with the partnership with the mayor's office, having those beautification pieces to really get the flowers in the yard and the trees out there, it's good for the environment, it's good for the school. Healthy learning environment means good grades. It'll translate really nicely. So
what you're doing there is not just upgrading, this facility for looks. It makes a huge difference for the kids. And I'll tell you, a new fresh coat of paint, some mulch in the playground, and maybe some nice daffodils or bushes, shrubberies. And it doesn't take much. It's a huge difference. I mean, it's fun. When you get there in the morning, all these schools, they're fine. Some of them are a little run down. Right. And when you leave, you're like, yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. So, all right.
Make a difference.
All right. Let's just, as we wrap things up then, there's going to be some 1,500 people participating in this. Still need a few more for Apollo Middle, Pennington Elementary, Paragon Mills Elementary. There will be, when you get there that morning, coffee and snacks to get you running and all of that at each of the schools. And the cake. That's afterwards, though, right?
Yes, after you've done your work.
After you've done the work. And again, you see it on the screen. Go to HON.org, and if you go to that, you can sign up if you want to. You don't have to necessarily live or have a child or something like that in one of these districts.
Our community can be wherever they want to be. That is the beautiful thing of this day.
That's awesome. Tara, it's great, and this is a good cause. We're really glad to be part of it.
We're excited to have you.
Thank
you so much.
Every year, we're glad. 25th annual. Hope you keep doing it. You're great, too.
You, too.
Thanks for bringing me these shirts. But,
you don't get to keep all of them.
No, but we're going to, everyone gets a shirt, too, when they go out there, right? Is that right?
That is not true, but they are available online for purchase.
Good. Okay, well, to buy them. That's a good thing. Because I know I bought one in last year. I've one from each of the years I've done. My wife wears it when she works out. She loves it.
It's a good shirt.
Or I'll get a really big one for a sleep sack.
Well, you could. You could. Good shirt for a good cause.
Tara, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Nick.
All right, we'll take a break. Programming note. When we come back, and I'll remind you, and we'll put that website up one more time for her so that you can get involved and help this weekend. Everyone stay with us.